we are going through a very difficult time. It's only natural that you are worried and you're afraid. You can't worry about everything. You need to allocate your mental capacity to things that matter. So there's two questions that I ask myself always. What don't I have control over? I don't have control over the market. I don't have control over if I lose my job because of what's going on. I don't have control over a rocket coming over to my building and wiping out the building, or people that I love that might be in danger. So I'm not going to think about these things. I'm not going to worry about them because I really have no control over them. Second question is, what do I have control over right now? I have control over taking the precautionary measures to make sure that I can evacuate. So I have a bag right now that's packed with my clothes and everything. I have my laptop bag next to the door. I've studied where do I have to sit in the house if an attack happens. I know that the bathroom is the best place to be. These are the precautions that I can make. How can I be proactive right now so that I am creating initiatives to help my company pivot? Or if it's your company, what are the actions that you can take to pivot right now? These are the things that I can control. I'm going to focus on these. The rest, you are wasting your mental energy on them. Your mind has a capacity to start imagining things that could go wrong. So you need to tame your mind by, number one, understanding that these are imaginations. Now that I've done everything I can do, now your mind's going to start playing tricks on you and start, imagining that things are going to go wrong. Bad stuff is going to happen to you. You need to tell yourself here that these are imaginations, these are illusions that my mind is producing to protect me. You need to send
What
love.
do you mean? Why would my brain create those illusions? How is that protecting me?
Because it's trying to think of where the potential threats can come from. Is it my job? Is it a rocket? Is it whatever? Whatever it is, everybody is imagining something that could go wrong. That's what worry is. Worry is you imagining things that are going to go wrong, which is helpful. If you're worried about things, that means you care about them. But there are things that you keep worrying about that you have no control, not even 1%. So I'm not going to think about these things. You're not going to stop thinking about them because I said don't think about them. So you might do everything right, but your mind's playing scenarios in your head, horror movies. You need to tell yourself that these movies are not real. They're illusions. There are things that my mind is trying to create to protect me. But I've done everything I need to do right now. And that's it. Yeah, there's nothing more to do. These are illusions. These are things that are not happening. And right now, I need to center myself in this moment. So ask yourself this question: where am I right now? If you ask yourself, where am I right now?
So my question is, what can I do? Like, do you have any techniques that I can use to calm my nervous system, to relax it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Number one, you can do these breath work techniques. Where you take in 4 seconds of inhale, then 8 seconds of exhale. These are really good to take a moment. But then again, you go back to the question, what don't I have control over right now? 1, 2, 3. Okay, forget about them. What do I have control over in this moment? I have control over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do them. And then center yourself in the moment, right? So ask yourself this question: where am I right now? And your mind's going to tell you wherever you are. You're going to start, your senses are going to heighten, right? So you're going to say, oh, well, I'm in the living room. Okay, then ask yourself this question: how do you know you're in the living room? Now your mind is you're going to start really tuning into your senses. So you're going to start saying, well, I can see the wall, I can see the furniture, I can hear the AC. Now you're no longer in your mind. Now you're attached to the moment through your senses. That's what you want to do. You want to attach yourself to this moment. This moment here is everything, not what your mind is playing tricks on you. If you let your mind rule you, it's going to destroy you, especially in times of crisis. So you want to tame your mind, and you want to attach yourself to the moment through your senses. And also you want to change the meaning inside of your head, because if the meaning inside of your head is, why is this happening to me? This is going to be the end of me. Am I being punished?
Yeah.
My life is horrible, right? Then that's what you're going to experience because you control the meaning. If you say, well, the meaning of this is I'm being asked to practice courage every day now, right? I'm being asked to serve. I'm being asked to step up. I'm being asked to master my mind, right? Then this experience becomes an experience of that's for you rather than happening to you. You get it? If your mind is protecting you, that's a good thing. But when your mind takes over and now you're becoming delusional and now you're becoming extremely reactive and you're getting into a state of panic, then panic is not going to help you. So what you want to do is you want to tame your mind like a crazy horse. You tame it. You don't control the horse. You tame it, right? And that's what you want to do in times of crisis. And also another thing is that what you were talking about was that in times of crisis, you want to program your identity, right, to empower you, not to disempower you. So whenever I go into these states, when crises happen and I go into these low states or states of anxiety or panic or whatever it is, I ask myself, like, what is the role that you're playing now? Because we're all playing a role in society. We're all playing a role in our story. And I ask myself this question, yes. What is the role that you're playing right now? Sometimes my mind tells me, oh, you're being a victim. Right? Like you're saying, why me? Why is this happening to me? Oh my God, poor me. And then I'm like, okay, do you like this role? I'm like, no, I don't like it. I'm like, okay, so what is the role that you want to play? I'm like, I want to play the role of the victor, the hero, the guy, the champion. Okay, well then let's play that role. What is the action that you need to take right now to play the role of the hero in these times? What do you need to do to step up? And then from there, you take action on it. And that reprograms your identity to be the person that is the hero of the story. Because I don't know about you, but everybody here, I'm assuming you want to be the hero of the story. You don't want to be the guy that's the victim or the girl that's the victim.
That's true, because at the moment, we all feel like victims.
Right. So that kind of, these questions allow you to question, is this the story I want for myself? No. Sometimes a crisis will happen and, instead of playing the game of, oh, I wish my life was different, sometimes I tell myself, oh, this is great. This is great for my plot. This is great for my story. Because the bigger the dragon, the more epic the story. And that is where the change and the shift in your identity happens. Because now you're changing the meaning. You're no longer saying, this is bad, this is horrible. You're not allowing the external circumstances to dictate how the outcome is or your reaction. You control your destiny. You control the narrative. It's your choice. You choose.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I'm the hero of the story.
The bigger the villain, the bigger the hero.
The bigger the dragon, the more epic the story. And that's how I choose. It's a story. It's all a story, man. And we're all in that story. And the question is, what role do you want to play? Do you want to be the villain? Do you want to be the victim? Do you want to be the hero? Well, I don't know about you, man, but I fucking choose to be the hero. I am the hero. And every story. You know every story, man. The hero falls down, deals with their demons, gets back up, faces their fear and pushes on, and then wins the story at the end. And that's the story that I want to live.
I want to ask you a personal question. Being a life coach and understanding about human emotions and all of that, do you feel the same way that we feel?
Of course, man. Of course. I feel those emotions. I don't try to stop them. I feel fear. You make friends with them. You don't fight with your feelings. You make friends with them. When I'm worried, I say, wow, this is very important for me. This is something
This is the data.
Yeah, this is very important for me to worry about it. That means it's very important. Thank you. Thank you for telling me that this is important. Okay, I'll deal with it. And then I give myself space to feel it. I still have a choice to react. If I'm afraid I'm like, yeah, you have every right to be afraid of what's going on. But what are you going to do? Are you going to be the hero of the story? Or are you going to be the victim? The hero takes action when they're afraid. The victim, also they're afraid, but they don't do shit. I'm going to be the guy swinging left, right, and center. And I'm going to be the guy taking action. Yeah, I can be afraid, so what? Okay, sure, everybody's afraid. But I'm going to be the hero. I'm going to be the hero of the journey. And that's it. You can feel whatever you want to feel. Still, the question is, how are you going to react? You're panicking? Panic. But what's your reaction to the panic? Victim or hero? Up to you.
When you feel very overwhelmed and the thoughts start winning over you, do you speak to someone, or do you find some technique that you do to get yourself back on the ground?
Of course I speak to someone. It's not about me, it's about us, right? So therapy is talking to somebody that is non-judgmental, going through it with others, the camaraderie of it. Once you talk about it, okay, now what are we gonna do, right? You can talk about it. I give myself permission to talk about things, to talk about my pain, to talk about the fear that I'm going through. I allow it. But then I tell myself, okay, now hero mode. Now we do something about it. Every person that you look up to, that you feel is courageous or whatever it is, they feel fear. They just don't let it stop them. They don't let it stop them.
Yeah.
But they don't talk about it. Some people don't talk about it, which is fine. I honestly like to talk about it a little bit. Talk about it with people that I feel like I'm safe with. Talk about what are the fears, the anxieties that I'm going through, and then that's it. I give myself a timeline. You can talk about it for, I don't know, 10 minutes, whatever it is. Or sometimes I tell myself, you know what, you feel down today, it's okay. You can feel down for an hour or two, but then you're gonna rip shit up after that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you space to feel upset for, let's say, this evening. Tomorrow, you get the fuck up, you go to work.